Greetings.
I've come for my winning.
All right. God be with you. Take care.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legs raging there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Christ almighty! I can't stand it anymore. No. Oh, the agony. Go away.
Are you Melikar?
Aye, that's me.
I need to speak with the prisoner.
And why is that? Who might you be?
Henry, envoy of Saradzig Kobyla. I'm here to investigate the attack.
I'm sorry. I have other things on my mind right now. In case you hadn't noticed, we have pestilence raging here. And Saradzig won't help us with that, any more than he helped us when we were attacked.
No news has reached Ratai of any disease here. But I'm here now, and I can help you.
Well, since you serve Saradzig, you might be of some use. If anyone can be.
Tell me what to do.
There's a stable hand living with us here, Matthias.
Yes, I know him.
And he knows some girl who helps out in the monastery infirmary. Johanka, I think her name is. She might know someone to turn to, if she's actually there.
Very well. I'll go to the monastery. It's probably our best hope.
Thank you. At least for taking the trouble. But then, even if you cared nothing for us, the prisoner's got the pestilence too. He'll die without help.
If I have to go to the monastery, I need to know as much as possible about the disease. I'll definitely need to know its symptoms. They're bound to ask me that.
It's hard to say. My wife is feverish. Others have the chills. I heard some are throwing up. Others still are breaking out in sores. But why don't you see for yourself? People talk a lot and I don't know what to believe anymore.
Very well. I'll make the rounds.
I've daubed lime on the afflicted houses, but don't stay too long in those homes.
That I can promise you.
Good luck to you.
Lord, please end this. Please, no more suffering.
Merciful God. Who are you? Can't you see we have the plague cross on the door?
My name is Henry. I'm going to the monastery to get help.
It's long past time. The Lord's already taken my poor Anthony. And what do you want from me?
I need to know how the illness afflicted your husband.
Yes, I'll tell you everything. But first help me bury my husband. I'm too weak. And
Of course I'll help you.
thank you. We have to bury him at the back of the house. There's a lovely linden tree there.
I understand. I'll dig the grave there.
Thank you. When you're ready, come back. I'll say goodbye for now. Merciful God. Huh?
Will you please tell me about his illness?
Certainly. My husband had the fever all over.
Anything else?
He had great pains in his belly. He said it felt like he'd been stuffed with rocks. He was writhing all night through. It must have hurt terribly.
What? Have you come for my wife? You're out of luck. I'm old struck. You've taken my son, but you shan't take my wife.
I've come to help your wife.
To help her over to the other side. Isn't that God's own
I'm sorry that they killed your son. I truly am sorry. But if you don't want that disease to take your wife, you'll let me see her
I don't under...
There. You see? Something like that. Fever. Just like Melchar's wife. Fever. Just like Melchar's wife.
Brother, dearest brother.
Yes, it's me.
Everyone is nearly here.
Christ almighty.
We need to...
I can't stand it.
Wait, you're not my brother? You're one of those brutes, brother!
Brother, don't you recognize me? It's me. I was gone for a long time. I've come back.
Yes, yes. I'm thirsty. Terribly thirsty. I feel like I'm burning in hell. Take care now.
Why are you waking me?
Don't speak to me.
Triple white God.
No.
For the love of God, what have you been doing?
I don't know if you've heard about it, but Mergulya was attacked.
Oh God! How is Matthias?
Wounded in the arm. He's being brave about it, but his injury looks bad.
I need to see him.
Before you go, there's something else.
What?
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Mergulya. Their livestock has died off, and now the people are coming down with it too. I thought maybe someone here might know what to do.
Merciful heavens. How awful. It's a good thing you've come here. If there's any hope, this is the place to find it. You need Brother Nicodemus, the monastery physician. He may know how to deal with it.
Very well, I'll try to find him.
Come back when you know more.
Thank you, Johanka.
Good luck then.
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Mergulya. Johanka said that you might be able to advise.
A disease, you say? How intriguing.
Intriguing? It's terrifying.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound uncaring.
All right. The important thing is whether you can help us.
I can't say at this point. I need to find out a little more. Tell me, has the whole village come down with it?
No, I mean, not yet. Several households have, around half the village.
Mergulya? Isn't there a stud farm there? And what of the animals? Did they get infected too?
Yes, there's a stud farm.
I can't. I just can't.
And they've all died off. The horses, the cattle, chickens, and now it's got to the people.
That is most intriguing. Sorry, I mean to say it's most unusual. Do you know the symptoms?
Quiet.
Yes, more or less.
Excellent. I have several extensive volumes here in the library. Describe the epidemic, including the symptoms, and we could take some guidance there. Can you read?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. So follow me to the scriptorium.
So, where shall we start?
Evidently there's something amiss in the digestive tract.
In the what?
The digestive tract, Henry.
Right.
The trouble lies between the mouth and the arsehole.
Uh-huh. Sure. Just so.
We can rule nothing out at this stage. You look in the Breviarium de Sickness Causa. It's a renowned manuscript from Salerno, written by one Johann of St. Paul.
But I don't know Latin.
Fortunately for you, our brother librarian is translating these momentous medical works into the common tongue, so you can still be of use. Study the breviary carefully and compare the symptoms with the recorded cases. That will guide us. I'll try the proven classics, Avicenna and his Canon Medicinae, and Galen's magnum opus, the Ars Medicinalis.
Good luck, then.
There's truth in the old saying, Monasterium sine libri est sicut civitas sine opibus. A monastery without books is like a town without wealth.
I think I have it.
Yes? And what do you make of it?
It's poisoning from tainted water.
Really? That sounds rather unlikely. But if Master Johann of St. Paul's says so, who am I to contradict him? We shall have to prepare some medicine at once.
I could help with that.
Really?
Yes. I know my way around the alchemistic arts.
An ordinary fellow who knows the arts of physic? Who would have thought it? Excellent. I'll give you the recipe, and you have my permission to make use of the monastery laboratory.
I'll get started right away.
I, meanwhile, shall head straight to, where was it again?
Merhoyed.
Oh yes, Merhoyed. I'll take Johanka with me. She has no equal in caring for the sick. Once you have the medication ready, hurry after me.
Thank you, Brother Nicodemus. Good luck, Brother Nicodemus.
And to you, Henry.
Goodbye.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I won't get any sleep. I just won't get any sleep. I won't get any sleep. I just won't get any sleep. I won't get any sleep. I just won't get any sleep.
Look what you'll...
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Make it.
We found out what could be the cause of the...
And?
You should check where your water's coming from.
It'd be hard to poison the spring, but what about the well?
I have my suspicions.
The bastards weren't satisfied with killing young Straw. May the Lord watch over you.
Go away. Leave me alone.
Mother of God, I can't bear the pain.
Go.
Ugh. I want to sleep. God's sake.
So, here I am.
It doesn't look good at all, my boy.
Yes, here it...
I'll take 4 doses, you take the rest, and let's split up. I'll see to the Straw family, while you deal with Melikar's wife and the rest. They wouldn't let me go near that prisoner. They want him to suffer.
Lord, what are you punishing me for?
Ignorant yokels. That brigand has to live. He's a crucial witness.
I'd be careful with such statements. He's done much harm to the good people here.
God be with you.
Would you teach me, sir? I want... What?
God be with you.
You're back?
Yes, and I have something to make you well again.
Good Lord above. Thank you for showing us your mercy.
Drink this and give it to everyone in the house. I've also brought someone who will take care of you until you get back on your feet.
Thank you, Good Samaritan.
Brother,
Yes, yes.
is this holy water?
It is. Drink some.
Sweet. What? Oh, go away. No, let me sleep. No. Oh my God. No, let me sleep.
What are you doing here? Can't you see I have a cross on the door?
Don't worry, I brought a remedy from Sasa. Drink this regularly, you and everyone in the house.
A remedy? You have hands of gold, pure gold, my boy. God bless you.
God be with you.
What's happened?
Things are bad.
Plague, you said?
Indeed so. Something's up in the village.
I heard the bandits didn't...
Luckily, young Straw saw them still over by the cross and woke...
Who attacked?
I don't know. Some bandits.
Did you put up a...
We most certainly did. Once Melikar heard young Straw shout,
Good on you.
we gave them what for until they turned tail and ran.
Who are Melikar?
That's right, you're not from round here, are you? Melikar's the one looking after things round here now. Before that, it was, or was, I should.
Where will I find...
If you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road...
I'd like to...
I see. Well, if you stand at the main gate of the stables and look
Tell me more about...
worse than you can imagine.
I'm sorry to... I'm looking for... Thanks.
God be with you.
I brought some help, as promised. Will you let me see the prisoner?
I will let you, I will. Of course I will. My boy, if you've really brought a potion to rid us of this scourge, I'll let you do anything.
Ah, whether I've managed to rid you of the scourge, that remains to be seen. It'll take a few days before we know whether the potion worked.
I know, but even so, just the fact that someone cares, that means a lot to us.
Thank Brother Nicodemus. Without him, there'd have been no potion.
I'll do that. Now open up that shed. Good luck.
How are you?
What happened?
That's...
Thank you.
God bless.
Hal? You're a sight for sore eyes. What are you doing here?
It's good to see you too, Matthias. Sir Radzig sent me here to investigate the raid.
Sir Radzig? Looks like you've come up in the world, mate. You're here as his envoy?
Yeah, something like that. But that's not important right now.
Well, I'm glad to see you have a job. Lots of our old neighbors have been reduced to begging. If I were in your shoes, I'd get the hell out of here. There's some disease spreading.
Disease?
Folk are saying it's the plague. Whatever it is, it's bad. It started the day after the raid. First the horses got sick, then other animals, and now people are falling ill too.
Oh, damn! Are you alright?
Well, at least I haven't.
But you've been hurt?
It happened during the raid. One of those damn bandits fell on me, horse and all. My arm's badly broken.
Tell me about the raid.
What do you want to know?
I hear one of the raiders was taken captive.
Aye, old Melikar let him have it over the head with a flail. And now...
Why's that?
That fucker killed young Straw, and his old man's sharpening his sickle for him. Melikar still hasn't decided...
I understand old Straw wants revenge, but first I have to question that man.
Good luck, then.
Can you describe the raiders?
I don't know. They came at dusk, so you...
You talked to them?
No. They were shouting at us. They're very...
I know you've got courage enough for any man, but how did a bunch of untrained villagers...
One of the village lads caught sight of them coming through the woods and told Melikar, who roused the...
What? You mounted an assault against them?
A few of them still managed to break through to the village, probably wanted to torture. But even the women here were armed with what they could find, and they...
I hear... Why's that? About this... When did this plague?
The day...
What are the signs that someone...
I don't...
Is anyone... Who's ill now? Can I ask you a bit about...
I haven't...
Can you tell me?
He's...
Where can I find...
When...
What's Melikar?
Sir...
Since when do subjects govern a village in place of the law?
What can we do? If it weren't for Melikar, those bad...
Where does Melikar...
When you take the main...
Will you please tell me about his illness?
Certainly. My husband had the fever all over.
Anything else?
He had great pains in his...
Thank you. Will you...
He had...
Thank you.
Now let's wait and see what happens.
Huh? Huh?
What? Jeez.
That's...
These...
Some...
How...
Well, they...
How did you...
Well, they...
Melek...
And...
Where will I...
If you...
I'd like...
I...
And the...
There's...
Thank you.
God bless.
Greetings. Go.
Lord.
Yeah! Yeah!
Go.
Welcome back to the land of the living. My name is Henry, and I'm investigating on behalf...
Oh, you'll have an easy job with me, boy.
How so?
I won't give you any problems.
That's sensible of you.
I'm a sensible man. Only I'd like to get it over quick, and not keep the Ratte executioner busy too long, if you catch my drift.
I understand.
What do you want to know?
Everything. First, tell me who's behind all this. Who do you follow?
I follow the coin, lad. We all do.
That's not news to me, but who pays the coin?
I got my pay from Runt, like all the men in Pribyslavitz. And Runt got his money from the chief. And the chief had the coin minted.
Who's the chief? The bandit leader?
Bandit? If he heard you say that, he'd have your head on a spike. That's the kind of man he is. Nobody knows much about him, though. Only that he ain't Czech.
Where's that chief of yours now?
I've no idea. After Pribyslavitz, he ordered us to raid Mergulya, but he wasn't with us. He went off who knows where. I don't...
So the chief is in command of all these operations?
You could say. I'd say.
How's that?
You ask who's in charge and who answers to who. Only there was all sorts of gangs in Pribyslavitz, big and small. Robber barons who had their own brigade. Men came, men went. Lots of squabbles, the occasional murder. Old cronies and old right.
I suppose so.
It was one big muddle. The main thing was nobody asked questions. I didn't give a damn who the chief was or what he had in mind, or whether he had one ball or two.
So he's a foreigner?
Don't think so. For sure he ain't Czech. And he's got plenty of coin.
Judging by how he looks?
More by the way he talks. Any man can dress up like...
How did you know about...
A fellow by the name of Moorcock. We met near Kuttenberg. I was robbing burgers.
Why did you attack Mergulya?
The chief himself gave us the order. But I reckon he wants...
So he's planning more raids?
The chief's always planning something.
So you knew the coin...
Of course I did. I brought those groschen to Pribys.
Did you? And where did the forgeries...
Like, where were they made? I don't know. Some merchant by the name of... We used to meet at the charcoal piles near Rovna. By the crossroads there.
So Menhart's waiting there?
Might be. Might not. He could have heard what happened in Pribyslavitz and decided not to...
And does this Menhart...
How should I know? To me, he's just another link in the chain. I deal with him.
I see. So I suppose there's no point asking you if you know...
It'd be a waste of breath. All he did was give me the coin, and then we went our separate ways.
Who else knows about the money?
Apart from the chief, Menhart, Runt and me, there was a few others. The men got some real money too, with the false...
You said you used to bring other things. What were they?
Letters. Menhart would give them to me for the chief. This time I was taking an answer back to Menhart too.
Have you still got that letter?
Aye. The yokels round here ain't got much interest in correspondence, apparently.
Give it to me then.
I'd be delighted.
What were the letters about?
If I knew how to read, I wouldn't be trusted to carry letters, would I? I took them from Menhart to the chief.
That's all I need to know for now.
For now? For the love of Christ, boy, don't let the executioner interrogate me.
I can't deny you've been cooperative.
I'll do my best to see you get a quick end.
Henry! I think old Straw's come for the brigand.
Step back from that heathen, young fella!
But you can't kill me! Not just like that!
Shut the fuck up, you weasel, and keep it fucking shut! You don't even get a say!
Calm down, Straw. He won't escape justice. After all, he's...
Don't stand in my way, Melikar!
Let Henry decide. He's the one who saved his life.
Let's talk about it.
To hell with that! That Orson killed my boy! He won't leave Mergulya alive!
You know what? Go ahead and kill him. What the hell do I care?
Good lad. Knew you'd see sense.
He's your boy! He's cunt! You can't let him get away with that!
He's got it coming! Please! I can't hear you, What are you trying to...
Not so funny now, is it? You fucker!
Weren't expecting this, were you? A bunch of villagers kicking your ass!
Let's throw him in the well and wake him up a bit!
Now you're squealing, eh?
Three other children, and they all died. My two little girls lived less than a year. Then my aunt St. Matthew died of St. Anthony's fire when he was only 4. My little was all I had left. My hungry son. I'll do anything. And you killed him. What do you think is gonna happen? Christ, holy wound! I swear to you! Now you call it Christ, you cunt! Seen the light, have you? God almighty! The best part? Nothing from you. I don't need you to tell me anything. I just need you to...
Show him no mercy, Straw. He's got it coming. Weren't expecting this, were you? A bunch of villagers kicking your ass. God be with you. May the Lord watch over you.
No mercy! Straw! He's got it coming.
Scream all you want,
Let's
you
throw him
devil!
in the well and wake him up a bit.
What?
I'll hold him for you when you cut his throat.
Now you're squealing, eh?
Don't kill him too fast.
Mother of God, I can't bear the pain.
Don't kill him too fast.
Not so funny now, is it? You fucker.
Not so funny now,
You
is it?
show him.
Fucker.
See how he likes it.
Let him have
Not
it.
so funny now, is it? You fucker.
Now you're squealing, eh?
Show him no mercy. Straw! He's got it coming. Let him
I'll
have
hold
it.
him for you when you cut his throat. Let's throw him in the well and wake him up a bit. Let him have it.
See how he likes it.
Show him no mercy, Straw. He's got it coming.
Not so funny now, is it? You fucker.
Show him no mercy, Straw. He's got it coming.
Let him have it.
You show him. See how he likes it.
Not so funny now, is it?
Huh? Oh, shit, son. Make... Stop.
Will you please...
He had...
Thank you.
God be with you.
Welcome, Henry.
Give that fucker what he deserves.
Good health to you, sir.
How's it looking, Mela?
I'm glad to see you, Henry. I'd like to thank you again. Everyone is cured. It's nothing short of a miracle.
Oh, that's a relief. You've suffered enough. We've all suffered enough.
God's truth. You know, the folk here are truly grateful. They'd have you and Nicodemus canonized if they could. They brought me gifts for the two of you. I wasn't keen on the idea at first. We're not left with much since the livestock died. But since you're here...
No. I can't possibly accept that. Give it all back, Melikar. With my thanks.
That's kind of you. I'm glad you appreciate our situation. Things are tough, all right.
I understand. I'm just glad everything turned out well.
So am I, lad. So am I.
Yeah. Yeah.
Johanka?
I'm glad to see you, Henry. Actually, there's something I want to tell you. Please come and see me at the monastery.
All right, I'll come by.
Thanks, Henry.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
God's bless. Good luck then. God.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Let's hunt something.
What are you doing here?
What do you think? Hunting, of course.
The bloody insolence! A poacher owning up to it without batting an eye! You'll be thrown in jail for that, you bastard!
Look here, can't we fix things some other way? Maybe I could pay a fine?
A fine? Forget it! Jail is the penalty for poaching. That's the law here.
Supposing I were to pay the fine to you directly?
The law is quite open to interpretation. It would depend how much the fine was. Right. You've paid your fine. You can go.
Thanks. Look what I've got.
To heal, mutt.
Yeah.
Greetings, Henry. I hear you won the rat-eye tourney. Well done, lad.
May I be of service, my lord?
Yes, Henry. Chief Engineer Fafar has been asking for someone reliable to assist him.
The Chief Engineer? Is it about Skallets?
In a manner of speaking. Master Fafar has, well, evil forebodings. I think he may want to send you to the Skallets mines.
Can they really be restored?
Everything can be rebuilt with enough will and resources. Well, everything except a man. You'll get the details from Chief Engineer Fafar. For the time being, consider yourself his handyman.
Certainly. Where do I find him? Is he here in the castle?
Where? Now, that's a good question. He ought to be somewhere at Perkstein unless he's gone off to deal with some problem or other. Look around. You're bound to run into him.
Well, thank you. I'll go and see him straight away.
Good luck, Hal. Good luck, then. God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
I've returned from Mergulya, sir.
How does it look, then?
I brought them help from the monastery. Brother Nicodemus and Johanka from Skallets. Fortunately, Nicodemus was able to cure the disease. At least what he's doing looks promising so far.
Thank Christ. Some good news for a change. What about the captive? Did you question him?
He was infected too.
I see. Did he survive?
I managed to question him just before the villagers came to take revenge. And one of the farmers lost his son during the raid and they wanted blood.
What? Taking the law into their own hands? That's insurrection.
I wouldn't be too hard on them, sir. Those folk went through hell. First the raid and then the sickness.
I suppose you're right. They've paid the price for their sins already. Anyway, that's not important now. Tell me what you got out of that captive.
He was transporting the false coins to Pribyslavitz. He got them from some merchant called Menhart.
I don't know him.
Neither do I. But I know where the money's handed over. It's not far from Rovna, and this Menhart should be waiting there about now.
Excellent, Henry. We mustn't let this opportunity slip through our fingers. You go there and put pressure on this Menhart to tell us what he knows. Don't go yet. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Good luck, then. You haven't disappointed me. Nothing against Bernard, Robert, or any of those others. But none of them could find out as much as you. At least not without beatings and torture. And that doesn't always work. You're a godsend, lad.
Thank you, sir.
Now go and find out who's behind everything, and then we'll deal with them.
Yes, sir. Sir.
What is it?
Sometimes I ask myself what it all means. Why does God allow such things to happen? All this slaughter and revenge, over and over.
It's a hard question. I'm no theologian. But long ago I came to the conclusion that the only thing that makes sense is that it's all a trial. Life is one long series of problems to solve. The more you solve, the better a man you become.
I never thought about it that way.
Well, just look at the pampered ones who have no concerns in life, like young Lord Capon, for instance. I shudder to think how he will rule when his time comes. Tribulations spawn in life over and over again, and we must stand our ground and face them. So, I go to Sasso and solve this one.
You can rely on me, sir.
Good luck, son.
lesa, od neděle do neděle hraj muziku vesele.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good health to you, Henry.
I've got good news, sir. The source of the problem was inside the monastery. There was nothing more to it.
And the construction?
We'll continue. The master builder's helper was to blame for everything. With him out of the way, the work will run smoothly again.
That's good. You've accomplished your task admirably, Henry, and I should reward you for it.
Thank you, Sir Divish.
Take care.
I'm honored.
Can we trade?
If you've got... God be with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
God save.
I'd like to,
Uh-huh.
Actually,
Goodbye.
I'm interested. I've,
Goodbye.
Ow!
God be with you. Thank you 100-fold. You have a good heart.
Have you read it already?
Oh, Henry, it's a marvellous book. Wonderful, really. I've found what we need, but it won't be easy. The spell must be said over the grave of the person preventing his soul from resting in eternal peace, while burning something from the house he lived in.
Ugh, of course. It couldn't be something easy, could it?
Who said meddling with the dead would be a walk in a rose garden? You'll probably have to ask once you know everything, get something from his house, and find the grave of the person that's...
Jesus, and I thought the living were... What do I need to get to...
Do you have a brain...
What do I need to get to banish...
Do you have a brain in that head of yours? You need something from...
God grant you... Take care.
Take care.
Yeah.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
Master Fafar, Sir Radzig sent me to you.
Did he? He must think highly of you.
I do the best I can.
That's good, because this is damned important. Silver's our most valuable asset.
How can I help with these, evil forebodings of yours?
Sir Radzig may make light of it, but a large quantity of silver has been discovered hereabouts, and no one is guarding the Skullets mines, the most likely source.
You really think someone could be stealing the silver from the mines? I would have thought that would be quite a job, wouldn't it?
It certainly would. Which is why I'd like you to go and check out not only the mine gallery, but also the yard with the smelter and the waterworks. See what kind of state it's all in, and if anything looks suspicious.
Is that the yard next to the Skalitz mill?
That's the one. I don't know what state it's in now. There used to be a stock of charcoal and smelted silver there.
A silver store? Could there really be any left?
I doubt it. I'd be surprised if it was still standing at all.
What about these waterworks? What's there?
A stamping mill and washing troughs. They're on the bend in the river below the castle. You can't miss them. There are big tanks and equipment all around.
You said mine gallery. Just one?
Boy, there's such a maze there that it would take a week to crawl through the place. There's only one gallery I'm interested in, at the foot of the hill by a small fish pond.
Why just that one?
Because I was expecting to find a scene there. All the indications pointed to it. So if anyone is stealing silver, it'll be right there.
Should I be expecting trouble then?
Well, I definitely wouldn't treat the job like a visit to church on Sunday. You could find yourself facing a pack of hungry dogs trailing the army, or a band of brigands.
I see. Well, you and Sir Radzig can rely on me. Well, I'd say there's real grounds for your forebodings. I heard from one Skalitz miner that someone may have found something there and didn't report it.
I knew it. That bastard Nemoy and his cronies. Christ above. I want a lot of them clapped in irons.
The lot of them? How many are there? A dozen? 2 dozen? How am I to arrest them all?
Yes. You're quite right. It'll be enough to take Nemoy. He's a serpent leading the others on the path of evil.
So I should look in the mine, and if anyone's there and I find Nemoy, I should bring him to you in irons.
Exactly. But proceed with caution. The punishment for stealing the king's silver is burning at the stake. Those people will be capable of anything if cornered, even murder.
That's all clear. I'll get going.
God be with you.
I'm glad you're here, Henry.
What's happening, sir?
Uncle Sir Hanush sent for me. No doubt he wants to give me another ear-bashing about the error of my ways. And he said to bring you too.
Oh, Sacra. That doesn't sound good.
Indeed. I wonder what he wants to lecture me about this time. And you, because you're going with me.
All right. We should get going then, shouldn't we, Sir Hans? The sooner we get it over and done with, the better.
I suppose so. Right away. I put some of my old clothes in a trunk for you. I don't want you making me look bad in front of Hanush. But I see it wasn't necessary. You look as smart as any courtier.
Thanks. I'll try my best.
So I see. But you can come and get those clothes later anyway. They're a little worn, but they're as fine as anything you'll get in the county.
Well, my ward and his, what shall we say, chaperone.
Uncle.
My lord?
I hope we haven't dragged you away from anything too important.
Not at all, Uncle. We were
like
just...
boozing and whoring, for instance.
Uncle, I can...
Perhaps you were busy.
causing mayhem in the middle of the night and beating up my subjects.
No, it wasn't. Henry and I were just...
Henry's as big a fool as you are. But he's not my ward, thank Christ. What the hell do the pair of you think you're doing? There are people in this fiefdom who work from dawn to dusk to put food on their tables, and on yours, may I remind you. And then they look at you, Hans, their lord and master, and see a drunken layabout. That fellow you beat up last night was a guard, a new guard on the town watch. And he couldn't report for duty this morning because of his injuries. I had the bailiff here complaining, and could I tell him what I really think about this whole sorry affair? Of course not. That would demean me. And you too. So I had to sit gaping like a stuffed owl and listen to his grievances. Maybe you think because you're the lord here you can get away with anything. But you're sadly mistaken, you blockhead. A lord remains a lord only as long as he commands the loyalty of his subjects. And I'm sure I don't have to tell you the folk here are not exactly enchanted at the prospect of having you in charge. That was the last straw, Capon. One more of your escapades and I'll send you to your mother in Polnar. For all I care, she can dress you up like a wench and marry you off to some Hungarian.
Uncle, that arson Archibald tried to murder me. What was I to do?
Oh, don't exaggerate. Well, I'm hardly surprised after you molested his girl and humiliated him.
I was only...
Oh, don't whine, for heaven's sake. It's about time you started taking some responsibility. I have a job for you. Maybe that will keep you out of mischief. Sir Milota of Oleshna has turned up here. Do you know him?
Isn't he Sir Bernard's cousin?
He is. He came here with a remnant of his retinue to seek refuge. He's seriously wounded.
What happened to him, sir?
His fortress Oleshna was attacked by one Wulfrin of Camburg. Milota pursued him almost as far as Neuhof and engaged with him. Unfortunately, the skirmish didn't end well for Milota.
Wulfrin of Camburg, that name is familiar.
He's kin to the Oleshna lords, too, a cousin of Bernard's and Milota's. Their family affairs are a little complicated. None of my business, of course. I just wish they'd found somewhere else to thrash out their differences.
What do you want us to do, sir?
Go and see Bernard in the courtyard. He got a report that Wulfrin pillaged some other farms around Neuhof, and he's putting a squad together to ride against him. Mind your step, though. It's a family affair, after all. Maybe more to it than meets the eye. The important thing is to get that damn scavenger out of the domain. If possible, without bloodshed. I can't afford to lose any men over this business. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Very well, Uncle.
Get to work, then.
Not that I'm too keen on going anywhere. Better not let the captain hear you.
God be with you, Henry.
He'll swing you from the battlements. Fucking bandits. I'd much rather do battle with other nobles. Why? Bandits are easier to defeat, aren't they? Hey, face to face. But those sneaky fuckers are...
Sir Hanish sent me, Captain. I'm to join your mission. And Sir Hans, too.
Then mount up, youngster, and we'll move out.
I'd like to learn...
Certainly.
I'm interested...
Now... you?
I'd like to...
Sir?
I'd like to hope... Well,
See you later. Lord Capon, when we get there, I'd like you to hold back.
You can forget about that, Bernard. I'm not going on an outing. Hannah sent me to handle this matter, and handle it I will.
Undoubtedly, Sir Hans. I just meant for your own sake.
I know what you meant. Get it.
Yeah. Very well, Your Grace.
Listen, Bernard. About this robber. I heard some rumors.
About his being a relative of mine and Meloda's?
Something like that.
We have the same great-grandfather, Urban Baron of Leshna. Wolfen belongs to a distant branch of my family, which, well, let's just say they bring no honor to our name.
But I heard Wolfen of Camber.
I heard the same, only, well, I'm sure you've heard what they say about the Camberg branch of my family.
Yeah! That they're cursed. Now, Bernard, don't you think I'm a little old for fairy tales?
Think what you like, but I heard it from my grandfather, and he never paid attention to old wives' tales.
Yeah. I meant no offense, Captain. Tell me all about it, then. Yeah. After all, there's no smoke without fire. And I never heard about the Camberg clan from a member of the family.
Very well. At home, we always spoke in whispers about our Camberg relatives. When Wolfen's father, Wilhelm, came to visit, I'm almost ashamed to say it.
Yeah. You can rely on my discretion, Captain. Carry on.
Well, the servants were so afraid of him that they went and hid in the barn. Father had them whipped. Even then, they wouldn't go near Wilhelm. They were afraid he cursed them. I couldn't blame them.
Why's that?
Yeah. Wilhelm's face was so badly disfigured, folk would cross themselves when they saw him. I was afraid of him myself as a boy.
Was he wounded in war?
No. Born that way. See, his mother, Countess Barbara of Hogwitz, didn't want to marry Wilhelm's father, my grandfather's brother. She never wanted to bear his children. So, she fell pregnant. They say she went to a witch to get rid of the child. Only she ended up having quintuplets. Can you imagine it? 5 babes born in one night?
Jesus Christ!
That's not all. 4 of them didn't live till dawn. Only the 5th survived, and he was disfigured. Wilhelm. Which cheated her. Instead of getting rid of the child, put the devil's seed inside her.
Good Lord, how dreadful!
Well, Wilhelm carried that with him his whole life. When his own wife was in childbirth, he had 7 friars kneeling in her chamber day and night. It didn't stop the rumors, though. When his son, Wolfen, was born, he looked normal enough, but he turned out to be as wild as a stray tomcat.
It seems he hasn't grown out of it.
You're right about that. A few years ago, Wolfen went off to Poland, and Wilhelm got worse and worse. Cursed everything and everyone in his past, started throwing crockery at the servants. He was on his deathbed. They sent for a priest, not just to give him the last rites, because they were afraid the devil would come out of him and possess someone else. Then later, Wolfen turned up, even though he was supposed to be dead for years.
How are you, Henry? Sweet Jesus. It sounds a lot more convincing coming from you than the stories my nurses used to tell me. How are we supposed to deal with a monster like that?
Right. Whoa! Vitus and Cyril. I sent them to scout ahead.
Those bastards will pay for this.
They most certainly will. Let's go. We have to make camp. Hamlin, take 2 men and come back here later.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Ah! Yeah.
What do we do now?
First, we have to find out where those Horsons are holed up. According to the reports, they raided a few farms around here. So someone should go to those places and find out what they can. You should do it, Henry. My men would probably just startle them.
All right, Captain. I'll do that. Where are the farms?
One is uphill from Neuhoff, right by the woods. One here above the woods by the crossroads, directly north from our camp.
Tell me, Captain, how come this wolfling is attacking his own kin?
They say blood's thicker than water, but sometimes I wonder. Look at our king and Sigismund.
So what's the cause of your conflict with Wolfling?
Nothing in particular. Just that he's a ruffian, a treacherous bastard, and a bandit.
How are you related?
Milota, Wolfin, and I have the same great-grandfather, Urban, Baron of Oleshna.
How do you mean, Kurt?
Like I said, Wolfin's grandfather married Countess Barbara of Hogwitz. She didn't want to bear his child and went to only instead of getting rid of the unborn child, she ended...
What, all at the same time?
All in one night. And only one of them lived till morning. The youngest, Wilhelm. And his face was disfigured. They say the witch deceived the Countess, and it was Satan.
And you believe that story?
Depends how you look at it. Wilhelm wasn't a bad man while he was in his right mind, but he was terrifying to look at. I still get shivers down my spine when I think of him. As for Wolfen, word came that he died in Silesia. Then, one day, he appeared from nowhere. There are folk who say death has no power over him.
I'd like to learn to... I'd like to hope... Well, I'll think it over.
See you later. Yeah.
Yeah.
God watch over you, good knight, especially in these dark times. Can I do something for you?
Captain Bernard sent me. It's about that attack.
Well, they came, took everything they could, and rode off again. I don't know what else I can tell you.
We're trying to catch up with that gang, so I need to hear every detail you can tell me.
What do you want to know?
How many of them were there?
2 or 3. I'm not sure. My head's still in a spin.
Which way did they go?
I don't know. I wasn't watching. My husband made me hide indoors, and I only saw them through the window.
So...
Yes, he tried to parley with them.
What did they take?
Not much. We haven't a pot to piss in, which I told them in no uncertain terms as soon...
So you're telling me they came here, you told them there was nothing worth taking, and they just rode off again, without further ado?
More or less.
But just a while ago, you told me you were indoors the whole time.
Yes, I was. Mostly.
So were you inside or outside? Did you talk to them or not?
Well, like I say, it was confusing. I don't remember much.
Let's get one or two things straight. I'm here under orders from Captain Bernard, and that robber baron who came here crippled his cousin and killed 2 of his men.
What's that got to do with me?
Just so you know, the captain is very keen to see justice done, and it would not be wise to obstruct him.
My God, what have I done to deserve this?
So, what really happened here?
First, promise me you'll get rid of them.
That's exactly what I'm here for.
They came a few days ago, took a pig and a sack of apples. We put up no resistance. I noticed one of them had an injured leg, so I offered to treat it for him.
Why would you help those cutthroats?
They didn't behave violently towards us, and I thought it would be best to keep them happy. At least they left me some apples.
Go on. What happened then?
They rode off, and I prayed we'd seen the last of them. Only the same evening, they came back again. One of them had been wounded, and they wanted me to take a look at him. They gave me some coin and took me to their camp. And in the morning I came home again.
I understand. They threatened you.
They didn't exactly threaten me. They didn't have to. But if they get away from you, they'll come back and get revenge.
Don't worry. We'll take care of them.
So you know where they're camped? I'd like you to lead me there.
I won't go to their camp, no. But I know of a place where you'll have a good view of it.
That'll do me.
God bless. I'm not going any further. If they saw me, I'd be done for. The camp's not far away in this direction.
Thanks. And don't worry. I'll deal with those bastards.
I pray you do.
Looks like I found it. I'd better get back and report to Captain Bernard.
Who's there? Who's there?
What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you?
I'll chop you to pieces. I like Dobrodel. I'm going to enjoy this. Is that all you got? Fuck it.
Come here, lily liver.
What's the matter? Come on. Hey. Call that combat.
Shut up, Adolf.
Is that the best you can do? Cool, please. Enough. Leave me You're in the wrong place at the wrong time. You'll get what for. Here, lily liver. Ow! Bring it on! Hell! Ha! This! Call that combat! Come here, lily liver. Hey. Well, I know. Who's the pig?
Hey, all of you, gather here. Raise the alarm. I'll have you. Over here. Where is everyone? Quick!
Ow! 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 I'm going to.
Get over here!
Oh, Christ!
Shit! Leave me be! Enough! You win!
Curse it!
Ah!
Over here! Where is everyone? Quick!
What have we got here? Entertainment? Great. Got weak at the knees, have you?
Raise the alarm! Watch out!
Shit!
Get over here!
Ow!
Hey! All of you, gather here! Raise the alarm!
Here! Bugger this!
Kurva, enough! You got me. Leave me be.
Bugger! Oh,
Jesus Christ! What are you doing here? Tired. Hey, who's there? What's that? Who's there?
Heal. Heel.
This is the way.
To heel, mutt. Yeah.
Good day.
Wolflin's already dead.
Are you serious? How do you know?
That's easy. I killed him myself.
But what happened?
Well, I figured if Wolflin was dead, his gang would disband. So, I killed him.
Jesus Christ! Are you mad, Henry? You went there on your own?
Yes.
Right. Well, I suppose I should go and see for myself. You'd better ride to Rattay and report to Sir Hanush. He won't believe his ears.
Yes, Captain.
See you later.